kidney transplant. In order to have a kidney transplant, extensive testing is required of both the donor and the recipients. So Alan and I went down to Mayo Clinic, and days later, they came and said, actually, I was a very, very good candidate for a transplant. I really didn't have anything else major wrong with me. Then it was time for my brother to go. And those were long, long days as I waited. And we decided not to, he wasn't going to come. He would just come on his way home. And I remember when he came to the door, and I opened the door, and I saw his face, and I knew. And he said to me, Mary, I flunked. And he was so disappointed. He wanted so much to donate to me. But interestingly enough, his own kidney function, they found was too low to donate. And they will not put a donor at any risk. No matter how much you want to donate, if you don't pass everything and are perfectly healthy, you don't donate. And that's a really good thing. I was already, time was running out. I was already on the transplant list, and soon I would have to begin dialysis. I can get through this. Our good friends, Dan and Bill, came to visit, I thought, to console us. We have been through a lot. She and I worked together 20-some years ago. She was barely out of college when we met and worked together. And I can remember exactly where we were sitting and exactly the chair and exactly the day when she said to me, Mary, I want to be your donor, and I can't think of a single reason not to. I can just get a grip. Bear with me. I made it. First time I've ever made it through those words. In all our time together, we had never once discussed this. I can't believe it never came up. We shared everything, but we never talked about kidney transplant. She never brought that up. You know, it's so amazing. So it was her turn to go to Mayo, and she passed with flying colors. As a matter of fact, from a medical standpoint, the Mayo Clinic told her she was the perfect donor. And he told me I would be receiving a near perfect kidney. And we have in fact, they told her she had Christmas card quality kidneys. I have that picture. I don't know whether I dare put it on the wall or not, but it's a beautiful picture to me. So on December 17th, 2009, I received the gift of life. And my life has never, ever been the same since. Everything has new meaning. Every friend I meet is precious. Every song I hear is the most beautiful song in the world. I look at our 5-year-old grandson and thank God that I have time with him. He is such a miracle in himself. There aren't any words to thank God or thank a donor for giving a piece of their body to someone else that they may live. As a matter of fact, I feel as if I have been saved twice. First and foremost, I've been saved through the gift of my salvation from Jesus Christ. And second, my life has been saved by a gift from a friend. Okay, moving on. Faith and grace. You know, I struggled with my faith, and I still do struggle with my faith. But before the transplant, and I remember the nights before my transplant, I didn't sleep a wink. You know, I mean, it wasn't that I was afraid of the operation. I thought, bring it on, quick. But I was haunted by feelings of guilt. Why was I getting this transplant when people I met were still on a waiting list? Why was I living and other people not? Last Wednesday, Rick Gustafson told a story about a man named Frank who survived a boating accident while other people perished. I'll bet you Frank and I had similar feelings. I bet you we do. And then, out of nowhere, the word grace came into my thoughts. I probably have heard hundreds of sermons on grace. I've heard, the verse on grace so many times. But, second chapter of Ephesians 8 and 9. For by grace you have been saved through faith. This is not of your own doing. It is the gift of God. Not because of works, lest any man shall boast. A gift. An undeserved gift to a most undeserving person. I'd always applied this verse to salvation and being saved. But then I thought, you were just saved again in a different way. And then I started thinking, it's a gift I can't ever repay. It's a gift I don't deserve. None of us. Look at all the gifts we have. I don't deserve any of them. I'm human. I sin. I skip church sometimes. Not where there was no way I could have earned that kidney, which is good because I'll bet you would have to work really hard to get a kidney. And I can't repay it. And the only thing I can do is to live my life with gratitude and to live my life in faith. That's all I can do. It seems so inadequate. So, has our faith been tested? Oh, it has indeed. In the last 15 months, including my transplant, my husband and I together have had 5 major surgeries. He is still in rehab. We think he might come home on Saturday, but he really isn't totally out of the woods. So I appreciate your prayers. Yet never once have I ever questioned that God is not with us. I think we might be, our names have been on the prayer list here for so many months. It's kind of like a lady came up and she said, I saw your husband's name on it. I said, well, now your name's on it. I can't thank you enough for those prayers. We must be the longest running people and everybody. I was thinking people were saying, who are these people and what in the world is wrong with them? But your prayers have worked. Your prayers have helped so much. And finally, I believe that God led us to the Community of Cross Lutheran Church. And we looked for a year for a church. And walking in to all of you has been like walking into a warm group It has been great to be with you, and I thank you so much. Just like the Old Testament people who went in faith, so did we. And he led us here. And I believe that we're home. Thank you so much. It's been wonderful meeting